Since the May killing of George Floyd by Minneapolis police, thousands of Long Islanders have taken to the streets to protest in support of the Black Lives Matter movement and to demand big changes, including police reform and other measures they say will help create a society with more racial equity. At the same time, the marches sparked a string of counter-protests organized by those who say our brothers in blue need more support than ever and that defunding the police is not the answer. I've spoken with dozens of Long Islanders on both sides of the issue who explained why now, months after Floyd's death, they choose to continue marching. Here are some of their stories.
Sherrod J. Vegas White has participated in more than a dozen Black Lives Matter protests, taking his 7-year-old daughter Zoe with him to several. For the Freeport father, having his daughter march alongside him is a special way to teach her a valuable lesson.
This is just what the right thing to do. I try to teach her to stand up for what's right, and this is what's right. And killing innocent people is wrong.
And though he's marched in support of many other social justice causes in the past, the news of Floyd's death made a different impact on him.
An innocent man died with a knee on his neck. You've seen the whole video. Before there was a video that showed it so graphic, so a lot of times people didn't believe you or understood how crazy things could be or how crazy it could have been. But now, since we could see it, he begged for his mother.
Jennifer McLegan, a single Valley Street mom, was excited to purchase the home behind me in 2017. But thanks to one of her neighbors, what she thought was her dream home quickly turned into a nightmare. Jennifer McLegan has posted a sign on her front door and fence detailing the alleged harassment. She's worried about her family's safety.
He was saying that he can get me eliminated and he can get me erased. Then what if I'm dead in here? Then I have a baby in here. That's why I put up the sign.
McLegan claims the next-door neighbors have been intimidating her with BB guns, throwing dead squirrels on her property, and more.
And then I got to look at 3 a.m. and he's out there with blackface. He's out there, they're throwing feces in front of my property.
McLegan called the authorities, but says they haven't helped.
I stopped calling the police because nothing was happening.
The NASA police commissioner says the department is investigating this as a possible bias incident.
It's your neighborhood argument that's going on between neighbors, and we're going to try to get to the bottom of it, but we're going to make sure that both are protected in the meantime. Newsday
reached out to McLegan's neighbors, but we were unable to get a comment. However, the neighbors tell police they're the ones being harassed. County Executive Laura Curran issued a statement saying Nassau County will not tolerate any resident being harassed or intimidated because of who they are or what they look like. State Senator Todd Kaminsky, whose district includes Valley Stream, calls the case alarming. Assemblywoman Mikhail Salaj says hate must not be allowed, and the community stands behind Jennifer. And that's precisely what many neighbors appear to be doing.
I'm just trying to do what I can do to try and make where she's living feel a little more comfortable, a little more safer, if at all possible.
In the wake of the death of George Floyd, a black man killed by a white police officer in Minneapolis, high school students and best friends Madison Outing and Michael Haggerty felt compelled to take action, joining forces to organize a peaceful protest in Farmingdale. Newsday's Daysi Calavia-Robertson joined the teens during their march to find out what it took to put the event together, what motivated them to do it, and what they're hoping to accomplish through the demonstration.
For a lot of people, it has been very polarizing, and a lot of people have felt that it's like the Black Lives Matter movement against the police. What do you have to say about that?
It's not Black Lives Matter against the police. It's Black Lives against racist, period.
She's going to teach us how to make a very, very special one called arrechitas, which are these little pink treats. I don't know if you can see them, if you can do a little close-up so you can check them out. It kind of looks like pink Play-Doh, but it's not. It's actually flour that has been doused with a little bit of food coloring. And this in the middle is called relleno. So in other words, it's filling. Candy, ¿no puedes decir de qué consiste el relleno? I'm asking her, what does the filling consist of? Like, what's in it?
First, New York State's plastic bag ban will go into effect. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, what's changing and what does that mean for me? Basically, what it means is that retailers will no longer be allowed to give you single-use plastic bags like this one.
Señora Gloria, ¿qué le pareció el evento de hoy? Poder recibir información aquí en su lugar de trabajo, en su lugar de empleo, en su idioma natal, que es el español.
Eso está excelente.
When George Regini's father opened Baiting Hollow catering and events business Giorgio's nearly 30 years ago, he poured his blood, sweat, and tears into the success of the family business.
We came from the city. We started Giorgio's from basically a golf course clubhouse and built it to what it is today. My dad retired in 2017, and there's a picture of my father and my partner, Nick Cascio, and we're just carrying on the tradition that my father and I had and the reputation that we still uphold.
Now, almost 8 months into the coronavirus pandemic, which has decimated the wedding industry, taking a big chunk out of businesses like Regini's, he and partner Nick Cascio are trying to find ways to stay afloat, despite COVID-19's undeniable impact on the establishment's bottom line.
All these gardens that you see here, we have over a 400-person capacity outside and a 513-person inside. So we have plenty of room for everybody to social distance and plenty of outdoor bars and sanitary conditions out here as well.
Out of the 150 weddings Giorgio's had on the books at the beginning of 2020 to take place right here in this venue, only about 10 have actually taken place.
Yay! I did it! I completed the no spend challenge. I'm Newsday reporter Daysi Calavia-Robertson, and for 30 days my family and I spent money only on our needs, meaning rent, daycare, utilities, groceries, and gas, and nothing else. What I've missed the most is being able to do my nails. I mean, look at this. It's a little bit shameful, but I'll show you just so you can see. I can't wait to get these bad boys done.
Well, I can't shop, but I can still look, right? What do you guys think? Cute?
I used to go every morning to Dunkin' Donuts for breakfast. In the afternoon, get McDonald's for my kid because I was just too tired to cook. And now we're making meals at home. We're eating together as a family, which that in itself is a good habit. And I'm able to realize the things that are really important to me, like getting my nails done, getting my eyebrows done, which I can't even look at myself in the mirror because they're so hairy and I can't even.
No, what's that, Mama? What's that called?
A goat. Una cabra.
Is that the goat too?
Una cabra.
I was going with my kids to this free event during Halloween time. So I was like, oh my God, I know this. It said this event was free, but I don't know if all this stuff is free. So I was just going from like booth to booth, like, hey, is this free? And the lady was like, yeah, it's free, honey, it's free. And I was like, okay, guys, come on.
So far, all this stuff behind me, all these games that they have set up for the kids have been free, and I'm so relieved. Right, Gina? That's my sister.
That's one of the lessons of the No Spend Challenge that I think is really priceless. And then moving forward, I feel like I won't be as needing of those things. So now that my challenge is over, I'm challenging you to take the No Spend Challenge and let me know how it goes. I would love to hear your 2 cents.